Hello, dear traders. The analytical community is in touch with you, Guru Markets. Thank you for paying attention to us. We will look at the corporation's current fundamentals. SelectQuote Inc, ticker SLQT. This review was made using current information as of September 11, 2024. By classification, Guru Markets company SelectQuote Inc belongs to the subcategory Other Insurance. 28 organizations take part in the comparison. This is very representative. Let's start with general information about the company. If necessary, you can put it on stop. You can consider all the parameters of the organization more carefully. Access to the table with the classification of company tickers is absolutely free and free. Well, friends, let's begin. Market capitalization of the organization SelectQuote Inc is $0.58 billion. With a subcategory capitalization of $215 billion. SelectQuote Inc has a share of 0.272% and is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is estimated at $0.33 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $126 billion. SelectQuote Incorporated constitutes a share of 0.265%. Comparing the occupied shares of market and balance sheet capitalization, we see the following. Occupied share SelectQuote Incorporated in the subcategory in case of market capitalization assessment is 0.272%. The book value is 0.265%. This is 3% less than the share of market value. Assessment of the company's share of market and balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Total company assessment SelectQuote Incorporated will be demonstrated towards the end of the video. Please look at the logic of the analysis in full. The analyzed company's debt obligations amount to $0.687 billion. Financial liabilities to book value amount to 208.2% of the company's equity. Rating for the company's debt obligations, very bad, -2 points. The ratio of the company's market price to profit is 0, with an average for the subcategory of 10.8, which is much worse than for the subcategory. Assessment of the stock price to earnings ratio in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was -$51 million. Projected earnings for the coming 12 months are unknown. This is bad for the company's price. Assessment of projected future profit indicators in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The company's price to revenue balance is 0.5. The average in subcategory 1 is 50% lower than the average in the subcategory. Assessment of the market value to revenue ratio in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $1,240 million. Forward revenue for the next 12 months is unknown. And this is bad for the company's price. Assessment of projected future revenue in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The margin is -4.1%, with an average in the subcategory of 9.7%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 13.8%. Assessment of marginality in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The company's share by number of employees in the subcategory is 2.034%. This is a 648% increase in market capitalization share. This fact reflects the imbalance in the organization's exchange value SelectQuote Inc., most likely towards underestimation. The amount of capital for each employee of the company is $139,000, whereas for the subcategory $1,044,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the organization's indicators is 86.7%. Estimation of the company's capital volume per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The profit for each employee of the company is minus $12,200. With the average in the subcategory, $96,300. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 87%. Estimation of profit per individual employee of the company in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The share of revenue per individual employee of the company is $295,000. In the subcategory, $995,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 237%. Estimation of revenue per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. Shares for sale are 0.8%, with a subcategory average of 4.5%. This is a short squeeze indicator. Technical indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 47% for the company SelectQuote Inc. For the subcategory, this level is 49%. Potentially, securities of the subcategory are valued approximately the same as shares SelectQuote Inc. Comparing the dynamics of a company's share price, SelectQuote Inc. and subcategory companies. We see that over the past 12 months, the company's shares SelectQuote Incorporated showed a dynamics of 200%. 44.2% are against price changes in the subcategory. This definitely doesn't mean anything, but it's important to take note of this fact. The overall result is minus 7 out of 10 points. Average total for the subcategory, 0.1 points. If you look very broadly, within the entire market as a whole, we will see that the average result for the market as a whole is 0.3 points. Against the score of minus 7 points from SelectQuote Inc. Let's look at the order table that is available to you. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all decisions made by the stock valuation information and reference System.GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is free, link in pinned comment. As a result of securities valuation SelectQuote Incorporated, Guru.Markets. Open an order, for a reason SelectQuote Inc. the most overvalued company in the subcategory. It should be recalled that earlier February 10, 2024, an order was published, company ticker BNT. Reference rating System.GURU.Markets, a decision has been made on this order. Close the deal. The loss was 16%. Thank you all very much for watching this video and for using the information and reference system from Guru.Markets. You are the best audience.